much more comfortable with the SJT draft, as you mentioned before. Easy execution. Okay, maybe not easy. More straightforward execution in comparison to HBSCs.
They have much more, I would say, insurance for their team members here. Good engage, good disengage coming in from Xiaosha and also Xiaojia. And then your DPS comes comfortably with Yuqiu and Yuji on the double side lane here. So for Homeboi's Luxury Esports, they need to accelerate the game fast and then make to close zero mistakes.
Yeah, now Homeboi's BSC, they know what's going on. They want to try and rush this as well. Very nice option by the side of ET to try and slow down the take onto this Spiketail Beast, of which is not going to be possible. The stuns do come in, and Vivi should secure this.
They do secure it, but that was a scary one coming in for the side of HBSC. With that being in their hands here, they do move on towards the other jungle resource in their own jungle here. A very comfortable early game thus far for both teams.
Yeah, both the farm laners actually benefiting from this, right? So Firehawk at the bottom side going to be secured by the side of Yuqiu, and we are going to have HBSC going to get more actually for the side of VV. They get the Space Sprite, they get the Spiketail Beast, and this is going to be a slight gold advantage going for the side of Homeboi's.
They need to get the ball rolling even faster here. Hence, you can see a bit of rotation here coming in from De and also Musang King to get that fast clear towards the mid lane here. They are waiting for a potential walkout here from the side of Yeyu here, but they do in fact just get the wave clear and then rotate immediately back towards the top side.
Very important wave clear coming in from the side of HBSC, right? This is due to the gold sharing. So right now, this is how they're trying to maintain status quo in terms of farm. And JR, once again, does not have the best of time because he's playing against a Lady Sun here.
Yeah, Lady Sun is one of the strongest laning phases in towards the early game, but the top side though, so forcing out the flash on towards EG here, but on towards the flip side, the Azure Golem getting pushed away by the side of HBSC. This is a bit of a pressure point being generated by SJT.
Yep, nice work on the side of SJT, but Je looking for the potential catch. Now, he's not level 4 yet, so Je needs to be really careful. He needs that ultimate to be able to get full value for the team. And while that was a nice freeze, no follow-up there.
Oh, Vivi here going extremely low here, might be getting a solo kill here on the hands of Yuji here. Does in fact block the first spell coming in from the Charlotte here, managed to limp away towards safety.
Yeah, it's very nice decision by the side of VV to be very careful there. And this is now going to translate into a slight lead for the side of HBSC, right? If VV had taken a fall there, that would have been a very uncomfortable situation for the side of Homeboi's.
Any potential death coming from Homeboi's Luxury Esports, especially on VV and JR, it doesn't spell comfort at all because these two heroes are required to amp up the game tempo for themselves respectfully here. So they need a lot of resources here thus far. Musang King is one of the prime players here with the most gold in the game currently.
Yeah, he's at level 7, does have the level advantage against Yeyu, which is not the biggest problem. Biggest problem is the amount of level difference he has against the other members on the side of SJT. Now, they will give it a try. VV is falling quite low here, but with the help of Je, they will be able to stave off the aggression and reset for in 30 seconds. The first Tyrant of the game will spawn.
I think Yuji definitely is one of the standout players so far coming in from SANGJIE team. He's been generating so much pressure through the laning phase, through the mid-game playmaking here. So definitely, props to him for being able to be so consistent in these 3 games.
Right, we'll see how much this consistency can last because right now SJT have made that better, faster rotation. They will be able to touch that Tyrant first.
Yeah, with the position coming from higher here, this goes to show how strong this hero actually is in controlling the pit here. But a full-on fight might just be happening right now between these two teams.
They get a setup onto the lone member here. Je is falling low. He will use his ultimate, but this means they secure first blood and they secure the Tyrant as well. SJT find everything against the side of Homeboi's BSE. JR, the next to fall. All of their confidence has been taken down, and even Musang King himself will be a victim.
Oh, and Xiaojia is still alive after so many attempts of damage on towards him here. And with that Tyrant being in the pockets, 3 kills in the favor of SJT, everything is looking so much in favor for the streamer team from KCC.
Yeah, beautiful work here. The nice decision to really keep Je in place. This one was the big difference maker because he was the victim of his own ultimate, right? Je could not save anyone else.
Yeah, that is the smart thing here coming from Xiaojia. Knocking up to, sending him all the way into the mouth of SJT, forcing the ultimate to be invalid and inefficient for the HBSE side here. Very smart play thus far from the SJT roamer.
Yeah, this is so much cleaner from the side of SJT, and this is looking a little bit difficult because we're only 5 minutes into the game. There is a 2,000 goalie going for the side of SJT, and SANGJIE team looking so dominant. There is no answer coming in. VV has to deal with the pressure coming in. They're pushing them away, and there's T1 now at risk of being taken down.
Yep, this is going to be a freebie for the side of SJT here. Look at the river that's being controlled by Yeyu on this wallborne tanker, making sure that no potential member gets to assist their team against the side of Yuqiu putting pressure.
They will try for the poke here. Zhe tries to get the catch, but this is a tank. This is a flow-borne tank. One of the hardest people to take down in the game of HOK. In the meantime, this is space bot for the side of Yuji, and he will be able to put a little bit of damage on the T2.
Yeah, bad news slightly for the side of HOMEBOISE Blackshire Esports. Their draft doesn't really scale well into the late game here, so this is a very, I would say, comfortable tempo already generated by SJT, with their rotations here coming to the bottom side to pick up yet another tier 2 tower for their own liking.
Yeah, much cleaner from the side of SJT once again. They make a trade T1 for the price of a T2 against HOMEBOISE BSC. So SJT very comfortable with this. If they don't take a big team fight, HBSC will not find too much value here.
Yep, and at the very least for now, they're trying to stabilize the game into a within 2,000 goal lead for the side of HBSC. So it will be a bit of a comfort if they can just make sure that this goal lead doesn't go further into the larger portions.
Right, now VV has done a decent job here. I think this is the time where you start funneling gold into VV, right? I don't think they can take up the late game. Like you said, this is not a late game draft from the side of HOMEBOISE BSC.
It is not a late game draft, so they definitely need to find any potential moments just like this one.
Oh, nice freeze as well to follow it up. First, life is going to become known. Actually keeps him with the ultimate. The Mirage used to save. What a knockup from the support on the side of SJT. And things go from bad to worse for the side of HOMEBOISE BSC. Not enough life, not enough damage. And Zhe will take another fall. VV as well as Musang King, the only 2 members left.
That was such a crucial ultimate coming in from Xiaosha on that high here. If he was slow on that channel, he would have been eliminated coming in with the Sephiroth's ultimate here. But due to the fact that he reacted so well, all the spells that showed onto him all mitigated, and the team fight connection coming in from Xiaojia. Man, that was beautiful. Check out the replay here. Freeze on towards Zhe here, but the connection still stands. With Xiaojia Sulia coming in, a 3-man knockup on towards the key members here, deleting any single hope from inside of HBSC.
Beautiful, unconquerable army, right? And with the stuns coming in, look at the value. They already have the goal lead, so this was a perfect team fight to take from the side of SJT. And once again, very patient catch potential here. They're looking for a potential knockup. Not going to be available for the side of SJT, but this puts HOMEBOISE BSC in a very tough position. They can't take their buffs. They have to defend their T3s, and this means there's a lot of space for SJT to run around the gorge and get their farm in.
And this is just a slow bleed coming in from SJT. If they don't fight at all and wait for 10 minutes, the goalie will continually expand for SANGJIE's team until the shadow objectives here. And really, you gotta give props towards Xiaosha there. If you failed that ultimate, that could have been disastrous for the side of SJT.
Yeah, now we'll see if there is a potential turnaround. We are at the 9-minute mark, so no shadow variance just yet. Zhehong wants to hold this lane against the likes of SJT, and for now he will be forced to clear this wave. And this is where the goal sharing will come into portion to try and mount that recovery.
Yeah, slow but surely coming in for the side of HBSC here. Every single resource will be very important for them going in for a 10-minute fight here. If they can find that miracle 10-minute fight, maybe, just maybe, they could pull themselves back into the game. But for now, things are looking super comfortable for the side of SJT. And Musang King might be the next victim as well.
Look, to be honest, I don't think they will even try to take a 10-minute fight here. SJT just wants the turrets, right? They want to make this as clean as possible. And with that being said, Zhe trying to go in for the potential catch, latches on the tank, but he can't find anyone else. So Zhe will be has to be content with just pushing them back for the time being.
Yeah, well, both teams are preparing for the 10th minute mark here. Shadow objectives are almost coming alive on towards the Gorge as we see. a bit of a rotation here coming in from the side of HBSC to look for whatever scraps they can get to recover in that goalie here. But as of this point, this Shadow turn will go uncontested and in the pockets of SJT in this mid-game phase.
This is going to be a very important one. Homeboys BSC, let's see what else they have left in the tank, because right now, there's a lot of firepower coming out from the side of SJT, and rightly so. Very huge goal lead. It's 4,000, 5,000 maybe at this point, with majority of the goal going into the hands of Ichio on this Lady Sun.
Yeah, Zhe has to forcefully give away that position here on that red back bush here. So backing off towards safety here. At the very least, they still have 3 tier 3s up and alive, but with the goal lead being amassed from the side of SJT, they're looking for yet another objective with the second Shadow objective, Overlord, within their own takes.
Yeah. I mean, okay. But for how long, right? T3s are available, but with the way that SJT are playing, it's too clean. I don't think they will be able to find too much value on the side of HBSC.
Yeah, Hao being committed towards the bottom side here doesn't able to find anyone with their own taking here. So this puts them into a reactive state here. They have to run back fiercely towards the top side here.
Yep, they force them back, and this is going to be a very difficult position to defend from, because the rolling raids, this is free damage. Every time there is no backdoor protection, the amount of structural damage they can do is so big. Now, they secure the T2 in the mid, SJT that is. So Homeboys BSC, they have to stare at potential structural destruction on the T3s.
Yeah, now the T3s are being swarmed almost by the Overlords that will be marching through all 3 lanes here. With the preparation being said and done, this tower might be going down very soon and shortly.
Alright, nice stun coming in just to push them back. We'll be able to get quite a bit of damage onto the T3 at the bottom side. Now, Zhihong is in a very stressful position, right? He can't over-aggress. He's already low on health. They try and get that freeze. Winter is here is going to be set up, but Zhe now unable to move forward. They use it as a defensive measure, get rid of the Shadow Overlord. So at Homeboys BSC, they survived the initial charge.
Yeah, very good value of the Princess Force ultimate here. So now with the PF ultimate being down here, how do they realistically defend from all 3 waves here? 1-3-1 being committed by the side of HBSC, looking for that engagement, but Zhihong going dangerously low.
Yep, he's going to be taking a bow soon enough, but the T3's in the mid. That's the true target they want, and they do get it. So SJT looking for a big team fight to finish up this game, and they will find it. The knockups come in, and take a look at Yuji. He is making sure that Zhe does not have a good time in this game. With a Vanguard available, they can really just tank down this Crystal. At the same time, they have made a slight mistake here, taking a trade. 2 for 2 so far. SJT looking for the final blow. They have found it! The Crystal is going to be exposed. All they have to do is to get rid of Musang King as the next wave of minions are coming in. HBSE trying to survive. JR, the last one to stand, but he is going to be taken down. And with that, SJT will take the lead in the series 2-1.
The Lady Sun is literally a ballerina in this game here, in that final play.